Hi guys, welcome to another video. Now a lot of you probably already know that at the start of this month my family and I lost our 14-and-a-half-year-old border collie Gabby, and since then I've been grieving a lot, but I've also been thinking about bringing a new dog into the family, and I know Gabby would want me to be happy and that she wouldn't want to deny me the companionship that a dog can bring. So I have been scouring over adoption pages like Animal Welfare League, RSPCA, Paws and Claws Adoption, and just like a one that lumps everyone in together, petrescue.com.au I think it is. I have also been scouring over Gumtree, which is like a public listing place, like a marketplace, at all the puppies and dogs listed on there. I have considered a lot. I looked into like what sort of breeds would be good with cats, because I have my 4 cats, one of them being right here. Hello. And I wanted to like paramount make sure that they would be okay with a new dog. So, you know, I was looking at all the adoption listings that said good with cats, and I wanted a female. All my cats are female, and I just am happy with female animals. So I ended up looking into some Maremma puppies, but at the end of the day, I think they're a bit too protective of a breed for me. Like, I still want to be able to have guests over and not have to worry about my dog with them. I wanted just a friendly dog. You know, I wasn't looking at getting a dog for like protection. I was just, you know, let's get a dog for a friend that we can go on walks together and visit my parents and take her with me, go traveling, have her there by my side, you know, do all that sort of stuff. So I got to the point where I was checking pages like multiple times in a day. I was just so like, I know my dog's coming. And I just need to like find her. I don't make decisions lightly, and I know it's a, you know, up to say 15-year commitment. It's not something that you just do on a whim. And so yeah, I'm gonna have one dog. I'm not planning on having any more than that. I have my 4 cats. I'm animal out. And so I wanted to make sure that the one dog that I'm going to have for this next portion of my life is going to work out. I don't want to be one of those people that, you know, a month down the track or a year down the track or 2 years down the track has to list a dog and find it a new home because it hasn't worked out. We all go into things not wanting that to happen. No one ever plans for it. But I just wanted to try my best, do the research and reduce the chance of that happening. So I ended up finding this listing for some Labrador cross Kelpie puppies, and they were just coming up on 8 weeks. And that means, you know, 8 weeks they can go to a new home, be separated from the mum and all of that. So they ended up being almost 4 hours away from me though. But luckily enough, my family has a farm up at Kingston, which is only about 40 minutes away from where the puppies were. So I messaged the lister and asked if I could see them on the Saturday, and I headed up there with my mum on the Friday. And so by Friday night, I did actually get a response because I hadn't heard from her. So I was like, well, there's the risk that I go all the way to Kingston, I don't hear from this lister, and I don't get to meet the puppies. But I thought, well, that's okay because I haven't actually seen the farm at Kingston, so it'll be just a little getaway for me on the long weekend, which it was last weekend for Australia Day. And, you know, just have a change of scenery, if nothing else. But there was no way I was going to get to meet them other than going up there. So we headed up there on the Friday. I was stressing all day because I was like, I haven't heard back from this woman. I really, really feel like this is the direction I want to go. I'd actually dreamt about them the night before. By Friday night, I got a response saying, yes, you can come meet them on the Saturday. And so Saturday, I have to say I probably hadn't convinced myself that it was going to happen at that point. I filmed a little clip to start this video, and it's like there's no excitement in me whatsoever, but there was. But I was just, I guess, really like, don't get your hopes up. This may not work out. I may be going and getting a puppy today. I'm going to meet them and see if I have a connection with any of them. And then here we are. This is what's happening right now. My life is weird. We headed up there on the Saturday. I'm going to show you some footage from that. Basically, I went up there with the plan to let one of them pick me. And I was really inclined towards the chocolatey brown coloured puppies, but they did also have a couple of black and tan females. So I was just like, we'll see what happens. We got there and it didn't quite go as I thought it would in my head because most of them were asleep. So here we go. I'll show you a little bit of that footage now. Yeah, all good.
She had 9.
I know.
No wonder she staggered over here.
Yeah, I know. I actually heard her just giving them a bit of a bark, actually. So, no, she's very friendly. But yeah, she's letting them know at times. She does stand for a bit and give them a little bit of feed, but she's well into
Nothing
it.
natural, yeah.
Yep.
You're done, Gil.
My daughter worked out that they're about 8 weeks tomorrow or something.
Yes, it is. It does. 1st of December. I thought, yeah, thought it was today or tomorrow. Maybe you'll have
Hey, good old chook.
She's
How
How much she?
old is she?
She is.
How beautiful.
She's about 5.
Yeah, right.
She's not, no.
How many litters she had?
She's had 2. This is her second.
Yeah.
And her, Dad, who's our work dog, is actually not.
Hi. Hey, baby.
The farmer just at the moment.
Yeah.
He's
Ooh,
normally around.
Chewy. Yeah, my Chewy. Yes.
Garden over there.
Oh, laces, babe.
Right.
Laces.
Laces.
Get him out of all the
Yeah.
we're busy around
Gotta
him.
love the
Yeah.
laces.
They've all had a bath, so
Oh,
This morning.
oh where you gone?
Yeah, right.
and so they've all
Yeah, of course.
Hello.
What's Dad?
Dad is Kelpie.
Full
So-
Kelpie.
Yeah, full Kelpie, yep. And so Mum is, her mum was Labrador, her dad was Labrador with a little bit of cattle dog in him, and she's got this,
Yeah, she's got a fleck
just
through her,
a
hasn't she?
little, she's got this little bit on her chest, and some of the brown ones,
Oh.
they have got very
Hello.
degrees of the super
Hello, beautiful. Hello,
Yeah, she's got a
beautiful.
brownie, yeah.
Oh, my life.
Very
Oh,
home.
my life.
She loves, he just loves me. She's probably actually not put out, but
Hi.
you know, the fact that
Hi.
she spends some days a bit away at the moment with the puppies being around, she just wants to,
Yeah.
you know, to let them know that it's finished feeding now and I need my space.
Yeah.
You've just undone my laces, you little man. Haven't you? You've just undone my laces.
Sort of holding one for someone on Tuesday, but lots of people inquire.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just busy trying to amongst the others.
Hi, baby.
Trying to get back to them
Yeah.
and kind of working out, just trying to suss out.
So basically, as you can see here, I did have one approach me, but it had approached my dad first. And then after it approached me, I had the mum, the Labrador mum, come up, and she was adorable. And that puppy moved on to my mum, and she was chewing at mum's laces. And then she ended up falling asleep on her shoes just in the middle of the yard, and like that was just so adorable. And so I was really like, do I take her? And then the breeder said, did you want to see the black and tan ones, because all the chocolatey ones were like around this one car, and the black and tan ones were under like the outdoor area that they had attached to the house. So We wandered up there and had a look at those, and as soon as Dad picked up one of those, I knew he was gone.
Here she goes.
Wake up. Not a chance. Not a chance.
Got a pretty face, hasn't it?
They're beautiful.
She's got that expression, hasn't it? Where it could look at you.
Okay, soon.
Hello.
Your favourite, Lee?
Hi.
My favourite is Patches.
Which is
Which
Patches.
one's Patches? Oh, sorry. I was saying you like these two. Which one's Patches? The girl, which girl? Oh, that's not
He is
someone
just a
very
love them.
This one's a she.
Yeah. I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, oh, that was your
Leave me
favourite.
alone.
You love, I thought these two were your favourites. You're always
Yeah, I do like
Yeah.
them.
You like them all, I bet you.
that
My
might be.
my
the
first
favourite,
favourite, my first favourite one was Toucan.
It's going back to
Oh,
camping.
which one?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the ones for the two.
For one.
Oh, the ones for. Oh, that was the one that was on. Oh,
Yeah,
I think,
under my
yeah, I
chin.
think
Yes.
there's one.
I was just like, he's just fallen in love with that puppy right there. So what do I do now? Because none of them have like chosen me. They're all so sleepy. It's just not like the right sort of time for a test like that. And so Dad passed that puppy over to me. I unfortunately don't have any footage of that because I was the one filming. But I had a bit of a cuddle off her, and I was still like, oh, you know, what do I do here? Because I came sort of thinking towards the chocolatey ones, and there was that chocolate one that was really gorgeous with Mum, or do I go with the black and tan one that was really gorgeous with Dad? And so then I passed her over to Mum to have a cuddle. And, you know, Mum was saying, yeah, she's cute, she's very beautiful with all her markings and everything. So really, like, I had support from both of them to go whichever direction I wanted to go. Then it ended up the brown one that had been on Mum's feet had gone under my car and was sleeping there. And I was like, does that mean she wants to come home with us? Oh my God, that's so adorable.
This is my car.
Is that the one I gave you before? Or the one you were holding?
And I brought her out and had a bit of a cuddle of her. Then Mum popped the black and tan one down, and the black and tan one wandered over to me and lay down and put her head on my knee. And I was like, oh my God, do I go with this one who's just done that? That is adorable. Like, is that her picking me? Like, you know, as much as it's going to be my puppy, it will be part of the family. So it's got to be good with my parents as well. Then I popped the brown one down and I took the black and tan one into my arms and cuddled her. And the brown one wandered off a little bit and then wandered back and settled down underneath my knees, which was slightly propped up from the ground. And I was just like, I don't know what to do here. They are both adorable. Which way do I go? I don't know. So we flipped a coin a couple of times. Both of the times it landed on heads, which was what we'd chosen for the black and tan puppy. And then I just sat there and was indecisive. And then after a while, I moved my legs away from the brown one just so I could sit a bit more comfortably. And the brown one was next to me. And she got up and she wandered and put herself under the car again. Not my car, the one that was there at the property. So I just went, right, that one's gone away from me. I'll take the black and tan one. That's all I could bring my decision down to. And so I have a puppy. I said, yep, I'll take this one.
Hello.
So you take it.
Hello.
No, the
Hey.
paper's not working.
You come home with me?
They're probably being way too much attention, aren't they?
What's her name? Daisy.
Daisy, yeah.
Look a bit like a daisy too, don't you? Look a bit like a daisy.
I had a gorgeous cuddle with the mum Labrador. Her name was Daisy. And she's just so beautiful. She sat there, we were looking at each other, looking into each other's eyes, and she popped her nose onto my nose, and we just stared at each other. I said, I'm going to take such good care of your baby. She's so beautiful. If my baby ends up being even half like her mum, that'll be amazing. Her temperament was just stunning. And also speaking of parents, her dad was a red and tan Kelpie. I didn't get to see him. He was off working the paddocks at the time, but I did get the breeder to send me a picture of him. So here's that. He looks awesome as well. There was actually one puppy that ended up with the same colouring as him, but it was a male and it was already sold or adopted or whatever they were doing in that case. It might have been going to family friend or they might have sold it. I don't know. But yeah, it was a really great experience, especially like having my parents there with me instead of just going on my own. I don't know if I would have been able to make the decision just on my own. So it was really good to have them there. And yeah, came away with a puppy. Now I'm gonna make some more videos where I show you how her first days with us and then with me were, but for now I just wanted to share this with you that there's now a puppy in my household, and sorry if the videos end up being quite sparse because it's a big responsibility. It's taking up a lot of time. I'm very exhausted, but you know, she's gorgeous, and we're going to puppy training on Saturday, so we're gonna start doing that and get some of these little bad habits out the way. I know it'll take a while, but I've got to start somewhere, and I know we're still settling in. This is day 7 of having her, so still plenty of time to adjust. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got a couple of videos lined up that hopefully I can get finished with editing and get up for you pretty soon. So hopefully see you then. Bye.